For more than 3 decades as a scenic film artist, Bernart Jackson created works for iconic major motion pictures, but his work encompasses both commercial and fine art. Critics have described it as a truthful depiction of the African American experience. And now with the new exhibit at his art gallery in South Orange, New Jersey, Bernart is drawing from his own personal experience and raising money for a worthy cause. Joining us now, artist Bernart Jackson. So very nice to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you too. So
when did you first realize, how old were you when you first realized you had this artistic gift?
You know, I was 5 years old when I first started. I grew up in the South, and so I really couldn't afford paint, and the only thing I had was a pencil and piece of paper. My mom was my greatest critic, and so she would sit me at the kitchen table with a pencil and a piece of paper. I wasn't big enough to play football and not tall enough to play basketball, but I could draw.
Yeah, well, I guess she was your biggest critic, but also probably your biggest supporter as well.
Supporter as well.
Now, I know you worked on, the scenic film sets.
Yes.
But what is just really fantastic is your artwork. Mm-hmm. And I saw recently a portrait that you did of Robin Roberts.
Yes.
Who it's kind of in the family, so I have to mention that.
Yes.
Is that where your heart is?
Well,
fine art?
I love fine art. Scenic art, it does pay the bills.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, I've worked on The View, I've worked on Tamarind Hall, I've worked on all the different shows. And so as a scenic artist, I do the interiors.
Yeah.
Whatever they build, we paint. But as a fine artist, that's my passion, my love. And this new medium that I'm working with, Caulking, I'm able to create textures and lay colors down. Like, it's just an amazing technique to use for portraits.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty great that you have your own gallery.
That's you know what, for the last 25 years I've had a gallery.
Yeah.
When I first got to the industry, Spike wrote a letter to gotten 4 of us in the union. We were the first 4 black scenics to get in the United Scenic Artists Union.
Oh, okay.
And so once I got in, I decided to open up a gallery so I could really develop my skills as an artist. And that was my passion, to paint and draw.
And I know that you've got several, talk to me a little bit about, you've got several series.
Yeah, well, I have the colored series. That was a series that I did a long time ago. I had moved to the north and I wanted to go back south, but I couldn't physically go back, so I started drawing from the images and the memories that I had down south. And then an earlier series was the Heritage series. I did a series based on my roots down south and the history of growing up in the South. I love the dirt of the South, and that's what that series kind of like, embodied.
That good red clay in Georgia.
That good red clay in Georgia. Strangely enough, they used to eat it.
Yeah, and you can't get it out of your clothes.
You can't get it out your clothes.
I lived in Georgia for 10 years. So talk to me about this collection, this particular exhibit. And you are going to be raising money for USA Care, is that it?
It's Help USA.
Help USA. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it right here. Help USA, which essentially is caring for homeless people.
For homeless people.
What they do.
Yes, this new series of this new caulking series that I've developed. Every time one of the caulking tubes is sold, a portion helps Help USA. Because I remember when I was an artist growing up, and how hard it was when I'm transplanted to New York, for years, sleeping in my car, being homeless for a while. And it was dear to my heart. And I said, it would be great for my gift to be able to help other people. And I'm just so excited about the partnership with Help USA.
To pay it forward.
Yeah, to pay it forward.
Yeah.
Yes. Because someone did it for me.
That's it. Listening to you talk, I feel like that's a theme in your artwork, that you really draw on, your upbringing, where you come from, your personal experiences. Yes. Do you think that is why people respond to your art the way they do?
My mother always said that this is a gift and it's not for you. And so it is for me to somehow leave a legacy or impact other people. It is not for you. You're just given the gift, and once I started developing a way to share it with other people, it just started blossoming. And so I'm excited about the opportunity to be able to help other people with my talent.
Yeah, and that's probably why you've been given so much talent. The art exhibit, it's Saturday, June 24th.
Yes.
2 p.m. it starts, right?
Yes.
It's the gallery at the Ave,
It's the gallery at the Ave in the village of South Orange. We're going to have the debut of the Caulking series, the new Caulking line, and all of these new pieces that I've done with colored caulking. And so it's going to be really exciting.
And I'm going to send folks to BernartJacksonTheArtist.com to find out a little bit more about your work and you. Yes. And also there's Bernart HughCaulking.com.
With the T.
With the T, yes, Bernart.
Yes.
And folks can learn a little bit more about the product that you're now selling.
Yeah, they can. They'll be able to find everything about the website is going up as we speak, and so I'm so excited for people to be able to, this is just a dream come true. Moving your art is exciting, but being able to help other artists, because just the texture alone that this medium commands is amazing. It's amazing.
I can see how excited you are about it. Thank you so much for sitting down and talking with us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
And can't wait to see what you do next.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank all of you for joining us on Here and Now. If you missed any portion of today's show, you can watch at abc7ny.com. If you'd like to comment or share your story, email us at abc7ny or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm Sandra Bookman. Happy Father's Day to your dad and mine.